Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Ash, and I am here to take a look at this week's Xbox sales. So this is for the week of the 20th of June, all the way through to basically they'll replace them on the morning of the 27th of June in the UK anyway. So it's different times all across the world, but in the UK they sort of refresh the deals sort of 10 a.m. on a Tuesday morning for us. So these went live yesterday, and we're going to take a look at what's on offer and see what's good. So we're going to start off first with the games with gold for this week. Now, straight out the bat, there's good games on sale here. So you've got your Modern Warfare 2 cross-gen bundle at a semi-decent price, 45% off. A big one, NBA 2K23, the digital deluxe edition is at 85% off, and you've got Far Cry 6 at 75% off. So I'm definitely tempted by Far Cry 6, and I'm also interested in Figment as well. Now, Figment 2 recently came out. We covered it on the channel, and it's a very nice little puzzle game, sort of music based. And I'd never played the original, but at £3.74 at 75% off, I'm definitely tempted. But let's keep having a look, see what else there is. So there's Ancestors, and that always sort of, I look at it and I'm like, oh, should I get this? Should I get this or not? So I'm not 100% sure what type of game it is, basically. Swordship, another game we've covered, and Tin Can as well. Tin Can is basically a survival game. You're in a space pod and everything's going wrong, and you've got to basically survive as long as possible without dying. Red Dead Redemption 2, still quite pricey. I know it's 70% off, it's the Ultimate Edition, but it's still 27 quid. Mafia 3, I'd wait and get the sale on the full trilogy collection if I was you. Now, the Bioshocks, if you can get them in the bundle, are a great deal. Airy, Sky Castle, fantastic for 1000 gamer scores. It's a very chill game. A lot of these games we've got reviews of on our channel, so I'll let you know as we go down which ones we've got reviews of, so you can check them out for yourself. But this is one. It's a very chill little game, easy 1000 gamer score in a couple of hours. I'm tempted by the Crew 2 Gold Edition at 90% off. Civ, everyone loves a bit of Civ. Darkness 2 and Darkness are on sale at the moment, so 80% off on Darkness 2. I'm very tempted to pick that up. I bought the Darkness only a couple of weeks ago in the sale, and I was like, oh, I felt bad that I didn't pick up Darkness 2. So I think I may pick it up while it's at 80% off. Duke Nukem Forever is also at a decent price if you want it digitally. I am tempted. I've got it physically, but I do like to have all my 360 games that are available in digitally just for ease. The Far Cry bundle, not bad prices to be fair for the complete collections, but depends what you're looking for. And Effie, I wasn't sure on this. I saw this. What I tend to do is I go down all of the sales when they come out, and I basket everything I'm interested in. And this one, basically, one of the reviews said it's a bit like it's a platforming game, a bit like Spyro, but you play as like a bloke basically. So I'm tempted by that. 70% off, not too bad. Frogun, a very cool old school platforming game, very reminiscent of like the PS1 era. We've got a review of that up on the channel. Highly recommend that. I'm not fussed about Grand Theft Auto 5. Surely everyone's got Grand Theft Auto 5 by now. Like, it's out everywhere. LA Noire, 50% off. Mafia 2, 67% off. Like I say, wait for the bundle for Mafia. I am interested in Lunchapalooza just for a mini game, party game to play with the kids, but it's still £5. And I know that's a good deal, but there's so many games out there. Ollie Ollie World, very good game. One game that's on my to get list. I just haven't picked it up yet. More 360 games. I highly recommend Prey. Is one of my favourite 360 games. It's not perfect, but it's a fun little space shooter. And also Spec Ops: The Line, which is a weirdly like a forgotten gem. Really worth checking it out. There's Summer of Mara bundle here. I haven't played Daleland or Dayland, but Summer Mara is a very fun little chill game, and that's a very good price for it as well. We've got some games that are on Game Pass here. Gunk's a good game, Outer World. I don't recommend getting the Outer World Spacer's Choice Edition. We have got a review on the channel. I did a review of the PC version, but while it's on Game Pass, play the Game Pass version. There's not enough extra content to warrant full price. Wanderer, Frankenstein's Creature, another game we've covered. That's a very nice, artsy, sort of narrative-driven game where you basically play as Frankenstein's creature. It's very sweet, and like it's got a lovely art style to it, very much like a painting. Really cool. Tempted to pick up We Happy Few though at 90% off. I'm not gonna lie, I do tend to look online for deals as well. I try and pick up as many on Xbox as possible, but money's tight for all of us. So I do sometimes go to like key sites. I know some people don't like them, but it does help the channel as well. We have links. We have like partnerships with Fanatical and Aniba. So if you want to check them out, you can. Everyone tells me Kerbal Space Program is really good. I've never played it, but everyone tells me it's good. I can't believe Red Dead Redemption 2 is still 25 quid though. That is crazy. But all the expansions for Outer Worlds are also on sale. I feel like you should wait for a better sale for that though, and just play the core game on Game Pass. Right, what else we got? We have got some decent stuff on sale. So I'll go for the Idea Xbox Super Mega Sales. This is a lot of indie stuff, and there's some great stuff in here. Gas Station Simulator is a fun little game. We've got a review on the channel. Check that out. I'm tempted by Crisis Trilogy, but I might wait for a bigger sale. But that's a decent price on it. I've only ever played Crisis 1, so playing the rest sounds quite cool. Firewatch, I'm not sure we've done a review on the channel. I'm sure we have. We may not have, but it's a beautiful game, very story-driven. There's no combat or anything. It's basically a walking simulator, but it's really, really good. So check that one out. Musical Story is a very good game. It's a rhythm game set in like the 70s. It looks like a what's he called now? I can't remember his name, but it's like his music videos, and it looks great. And it's like a narrative music game as you progress through. But Jimi Hendrix, as you progress through, like to go to a gig basically as a band. Fold Apart always interests me when I see it, so I am tempted by that at £4.18. That's pretty cool. Adios, I'm sure that's currently part of Games with Gold, but it's there if you're interested to own it. I bought it on launch. I quite like it. It's one of those narrative-driven games again. Do like a good narrative game. More areas are on sale. You've got Broken Memories and Dreamscape. If this was a higher discount, I'd probably pick up an Airport for Aliens, currently run by dogs, because it just looks stupid. It looks weird, and that's the sort of thing I look for in games. Animal Shelter Simulator, we've got a written review of this on our website. It's okay, it's not the best game out there, but if you like your sort of sim games, this is a cool little one that's about animals, like having an animal care place and stuff like that, and you have to do it up and then look after the animals and stuff. It's quite nice. Arcadegeddon, I quite enjoyed this. We've got a video review of this up. Really fun little game. It's a basically cooperative multiplayer shooter game. You play like PvP and PvE in it. It's quite fun. I recommend it at the right price. What price is it? £7.49. It's like 50% off. That's a very, very good price for it. You're going to get a lot of content out of that. Atomic Crops, that was previously on Game Pass, but at £3.12, you can't go wrong. I would avoid this game at all costs. Aya and the Crystal Comet, it's a very bad game. I reviewed it on the channel. I feel bad because it was a one guy development thing, but it is terrible. It's one of the worst games I've played this year. Battle Kid Fortress of Peril is a really cool retro shooter. Very good. Got a review of that out on the channel. I really enjoyed that. I'm tempted to pick up Barn Finders, but I'm also tempted to pick up the bundle with Treasure Hunter because it's only a couple of quid more and you get an extra game. And I really like boxing games and I like Rocky. So I keep seeing this, but I don't know if it's good. It does look. It's got 3 out of 5 stars. It's 15.99. I don't know if I want to spend 16 quid on it, but hey, hey, who knows? Blood Rain remaster. If you like the classic Blood Rains, it's £11.71, so you may want to hold off on that. But it's not a bad game. Blair Witch at 75% off isn't bad either. It's not the best horror game, but it's an enjoyable horror game at least once playing it through. So at that price, and if you didn't play it while it was on Game Pass, maybe worth checking out. Bus Simulator. Oh, there's so many simulator games on offer. Calico is a fun little chill game about basically running like a little cafe in this cat town. Basically, it's got a weird little art style. It's a very chill game, but it's a sweet little game. Chernobyl, that's a good game. How much is that priced at? £12.49, 50% off. That's a very good sort of FPS style sci-fi survival horror game. I quite enjoyed that. Yeah, it's pretty decent. It looks really good graphically as well when I played it last. There's so much stuff on sale this week. Cook Serve Delicious. I would go for the bundle with them both, and if you were going to get that, but it's not as good as Overcooked or anything like that. But it's a fun little game. If you want something cooking based, then you can always check it out. It's quite cheap. There's some cool, like very low price construction simulator games, some of the older ones. You can't go wrong for 65% off, can you? I'm trying to see what I've got. Poe and Munro, Dark Knights with Poe and Munro. This is one of those video based games where it's all sort of like live action and you sort of pick your responses and stuff. £2.99, it's not bad for an easy 1000 gamer score. There's so much. Like I say, I own quite a lot. Drone Gladiator is an easy 1000 gamer score if you want something like that. Dreadnautical, I keep looking at. Really cool game. 65% off, £5.85. Well worth the price. And Dragon's Lair Trilogy, £8.37. If you want a retro bit of goodness, definitely check that out. I do love a bit of Dragon's Lair. It has Dragon's Lair 1, 2, and I believe Space Ace, which isn't really a Dragon's Lair game, but it's the same style, made by the same people. Ember at 75% off, I'm very interested in. Looks like a fun little silly type game where you basically like firefighters. I'm tempted. I'm definitely tempted. And another game I can recommend is Farm Together. That's priced at £8.37, 50% off. A very good, surprisingly good farm game where you can even play it co-op as well. Sweet like graphics and stuff like that, but quite a lot of content and not the hardest 1000 gamer score. Loads and loads of like fishing and boat based sim games on sale this week. Absolutely loads of stuff. Grapple Dog is another awesome game, very cool 2D inspired sort of action platformer where you've basically got a grapple and you sort of swing around and stuff like that. Really cool. There's a review of that on the channel. Gunborg is another awesome sort of side-scrolling sort of 2D platformer action game. Really, really fun. Haunted Halloween 86. Not that great a game, but a very easy 1000 gamer score. So £2.51. Not bad if you're just an achievement hunter out there. Hotshot Racing is a very good price. £1.59, 90% off. It was on Game Pass. A very cool sort of retro inspired racing game. At that price, that's a must buy. Hellpie, a very fun sort of adult themed 3D platformer where you play as a little demon with a little fat cherub on your side. £12.99, really good. Like if you like stuff like Banjo Kazooie and stuff, but you want one with a bit of crude humor, that's something for you. III is a shmup that's not too bad. There's an Xbox One and the Series X and S version. John Wick Hex. Hex isn't my sort of favourite style, but at £1.57, I'll probably pick it up just to add it to my collection. Can't go wrong at that. I do like John Wick in terms of the game. Kingdom Rush and its sequel, Kingdom Rush Frontiers, are currently on sale. They're cool little tower defense games. We've reviewed the first one on the channel recently, so check that out. I'm tempted by Kaiju, the Kaiju dating sim. It's like a Godzilla dating sim visual novel style game. Looks stupid as hell, but definitely interested. Lake, another fun game. Highly recommend Lake. It's a one and done type game, but like I say, if you pick it up at a good price and you didn't play it in Game Pass, it's over a fiver off. It's not a bad little game. Lawn mowing sim is actually very, very enjoyable. I quite enjoyed that. Oh god, there's all sorts. There's some of these in my backlog I haven't even played. Man Eater is a very fun game, but it's still $22.95 on sale. This is the Apex edition, which has the DLC included, but it's a fun game where you basically swim around as a shark and stuff. Monster Prom Double XL is a fun little game, kind of like a visual novel dating sim game sort of thing, but you're in a school and it's all about different monsters at this school, sort of having friend groups and stuff. Covered it on the channel, quite fun. Maybe of interest to those sort of people that like it, and at a very good price of £4.61. I keep looking at Mutant Football League, especially when it's 70% off, because it reminds me of a knockoff Blood Bowl. And also Nexomon is on sale at a £4.39p. It's the best thing you're going to get to Pokemon on the Xbox. So Nexomon at that price, really good, much better than Temtem. PC Building Simulator, I still haven't played it, but hey, got some decent pinball games like add-ons like Indiana Jones Twilight Zone. They are only like 20% off, but they're there. Planet Cube Edge is a fun little arcadey, retro-inspired sort of shooter. Covered that on the channel. Got a lovely art style, very fast-paced. Or it's very much a sort of you've got to run through it without dying, and then it's a lot of retrying and stuff like that. Promesa, it's an easy 1000 gamer score, but it's one of those games that makes no sense, and there's pretty much nothing to it. You're just going to play that for the achievements. There's no other reason to play that game. Ravenlock, it's currently on Game Pass, but it's a beautiful game. If you don't have Game Pass, you may want to pick it up in the sale. Recall, I do enjoy Recall. It's basically a like 2D game, and you're basically having to change the past to affect the future. So you basically do some things, and then it progresses the story in a certain way. Like you have to move a gun so the person in the room doesn't have one, so they don't shoot you and stuff like that. It's hard to explain, but it's pretty fun. I'm tempted to pick up Remothered. It's not the best horror game, but at £2.49 at 90% off, I think that's a steal, to be fair. River City Girls is another good game as well at 50% off. That's like a side-scrolling beat 'em up, akin to sort of like Streets of Rage. Can't go wrong with that. Sam and Max, both of them, the remasters are amazing games. So these were originally done by Telltale. They've now been remastered, remade basically by some of the original Telltale Games team. They've put loads of love and care into it. Looks great, they play great. Really fantastic games. She Sees Red, another easy 1000G interactive sort of movie game. Not too bad. It's one of the better ones. It's a bit more action packed and stuff like that. So definitely check that out. South of the Circle is a very cool little story driven game. I quite enjoyed that. We've covered that on the channel. Not on the channel, on the website. We did a review of it. Oh, there's so much. Space Lines from the Far Out is kind of like a Overcooked in space, where you're running a spaceship. It's okay. It's not as good as Overcooked, but if you've played Overcooked to death, you may want to try this out. It's tongue-in-cheek humor and stuff like that. I kind of like the Super Toy Car games. They're fun for a little bit. You'll get a little bit of gameplay out of them, fun little racing games. Super Mash at £1.67, 90% off pretty much, is a must buy. This game is basically you combine cartridges and to make up new games, and then you play them, and they're like mini, short little burst games, but they are absolutely hilarious. Terror of the Hemosaurus. We covered this on the channel. My kids were playing this literally about an hour and a half ago. They absolutely love it. It's you basically play as like Godzilla characters just destroying cities and stuff in a cute but like very gory because you can like squish people and throw them and eat them and stuff like that way. Up to 4 players, like bright, colourful graphics. Reminds me of Rampage and stuff like that. That's a very much must buy. Blackout Club. This looks really good. It's like a first-person co-op horror game. I picked it up on one of the other sales previously. I haven't had a chance to play it yet, but I do own it, so I'll hopefully more people will play it. Jackbox Party Pack 7. I'm picking this up on sale. I've got a code online, but I love the Jackbox games. All of them are fantastic. You may want to wait for a bigger discount, but they are great if you've got friends and stuff like that and you have parties. Lord of the Rings Adventure card game, 50% off. This is based on the actual physical card game they made a couple of years ago. I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan, so I own it. It's not the best game, but it's fun enough to play if you like card games, like deck building games. I highly recommend checking this out because you don't have to pay anything extra once you've got it. The Tourist at 50% off. A fun pixelated style 3D game. It was on Game Pass a while back, and it's a very easy 1000 gamer score, so check that one out. Total Arcade Racing is always fun. I'm tempted to pick up Ticket to Ride. It's 60% off because I play Ticket to Ride with the missus. We've got the board game version, and I'd love to have the video game version of it. But like it says, it is single player only, which is disappointing. You do have to play it on your own or play online. There is no local multiplayer, which is a downside, unfortunately. Trophy, a very good retro game. Now, if you are watching along, Work at Home I'm interested in, but not 30% off. And Ziggurat 1, I've played that. That's quite a fun little sort of FPS, retro-inspired FPS, basically, but fantasy-driven. But leave a comment. Let us know what any of these games you guys are interested in. We've got a review of Wayward Strand on the channel as well. If you are interested in any of these, let us know in the comments. Let us know which ones you'd go for. This one's very easy, 1000G as well. And there's also the Publisher Spotlight Spotlight series on as well. Now, there's all sorts in this. That's a very good price, 80% off for the Wolfenstein Alternate History Collection. Comes with New Order, The New Blood, Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus, and Youngblood for $11.19. That's a very, very good price. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, not a bad price at all, but it's still on Game Pass. But if you want to own it, now is a good time. I always love these Konami arcade collections. £3.19 for 8 arcade classics. You cannot go wrong at that if you're a retro fan. Grab them. I paid more than that for them. All the Assassin's Creeds are on sale. Like the Complete Valhalla, that's a really good price at $35.99. That includes all the content, all the DLC and stuff like that. Really, really good. The Castlevania collections are on sale. That's a good price for the Advanced Collection, 50% off, and the Contra collection's on sale. Cyberpunk's on sale at 20 quid. Not a bad price. I think I picked it up cheaper than that, but the DLC is coming, looks amazing, and they're also updating the game soon, including like all of the bug fixes, and they're doing changes to the games and everything to make it better overall. So if you do buy it, hang off playing it till the expansion comes out. Dragon Ball Kakarot, Z Kakarot isn't a bad game. $14.99. That's a fun little Dragon Ball Z game, so I definitely recommend checking that out. 60% off Just Dance isn't bad as well. Like they don't discount them too much. Ni no Kuni is 50% off, which is great, but it's still 20 quid, and you can pick it up for like less than a tenner on pretty much everything else, which is a shame. Like I'm so grateful they're porting these to Xbox now, but we are getting shafted with the price. Sorry, guys. Quake, original Quake for £3.19 isn't bad if you don't have Game Pass. Scarlet Nexus is on sale for £12.49. That's a really good price for that. Really fun little game. I did pick up the Silent Hill HD collection this week. It's £8.50 or something like that. Really, it's the best you're going to get. I know they're not the best ports, but there isn't anything better right now of those classic games. So if you're into them, check them out. Tales of Arise cross-gen bundle is at a very good price, 67% off. The Dark Pictures games are on sale as well, 50% off, not bad at all. That's a great collection as well, the Cowabunga collection. 15 quid off, you get so many good games in that. I'm going to be doing a review on the websites, on the channel soon for the games in that. I just haven't got round to it because there's so many to play through. Evil Within, fantastic game. Witcher 3, can't go wrong with any of them. Twin Mirror, $4.99. It's by Don't Nod, who did the original Life is Strange. It's not their best game, but it's not bad at all. And at £4.99, you cannot be had. That's a fantastic price for those games. And then you've got loads of Yu-Gi-Oh stuff on sale as well. And also the season pass for Kakarot for $9.99 at 50% off isn't too bad. Yeah, so all in all, that's the sort of sales this week. You've got your big idea Xbox Super Mega Sale, your Publisher Spotlight Series sale, and your Games with Gold. Now, I've started putting my basket, like I can show you. I'm not saying I'm going to buy all these, but I like to put the ones that I'm interested in. So these are just some that tickle my fancy, and I sort of maybe pick them up. Now I do own that one, but for some reason I'm currently getting issues with my Xbox store where it says I own them when I don't, and I don't know why that is. I literally don't own We Happy Few, but it keeps showing up as odd ones that I own, and I have no idea why. So I don't know if it's a glitch or what. But yeah, leave a comment. Let us know what you're interested in. Is there anything that jumps out at you? Let us know if you want to see us do more of these. Do you want to see us do PlayStation stores, Nintendo Switch store sales and stuff? I'm happy to cover them if you guys want to watch them. But that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, and we'll see you next week for more sales roundups. Bye for now.